Passive income ideas: how to achieve financial freedom and escape the traditional 9-to-5 grind. I didn't think one idea could shatter everything I thought I knew about working, but it did. This isn't a video about hustling 24/7. It's about why you're still stuck in the 9-to-5 grind, and you don't even know it. The truth? You're not broke because you're not working hard enough. You're broke because you've been working the wrong way. But what if you didn't have to trade your hours for dollars anymore? What if you could make money while you sleep, freeing up your time to live the life you've always wanted? It's possible, and I'm about to show you how, with 100 actionable strategies to help you create passive income and break free from the chains of the traditional job. Stay with me, because this is going to change the way you think about work and money forever. Top 100 Passive Income 2025 by Marcus Adam Lee, reviewed by Kay. This isn't just a review, it's a reflection. I've been deep into this book, and it's been more than an eye-opener. It's been a shift in how I see not just money, but the way I approach life. Here are the core lessons I took from it, each one transforming how I think, how I behave, and how I make decisions. 1. Passive income isn't about hustling harder. It's about thinking differently. For the longest time, I thought the only way to make more money was by working more hours. The truth is, passive income isn't about grinding harder. It's about creating systems that work for you. This lesson was a wake-up call. True freedom comes from setting things in motion and letting them run without you constantly in the driver's seat. It's not just about working smarter, it's about reprogramming your mindset to believe that you don't need to trade your time for money. 2. Delayed gratification is the key to building wealth. I always wanted quick results, but passive income doesn't reward impatience. The core of it is about waiting, growing, and building. This lesson is something that shifted my thinking about wealth. It's not about immediate payoff. It's about small investments that compound over time. It's about trusting that what you build today will serve you tomorrow. The longer you can hold out, the more powerful your returns. 3. Money should be an asset, not just a tool. Most people think money is meant for buying things, but in reality, it should be a tool for creating more money. This idea flipped my understanding upside down. The book helped me realize that true wealth comes when money works for you, when you're able to make your money generate more money with minimal effort. It's an entirely new way of thinking about money, not as something to be spent, but as something to be invested. 4. Financial freedom isn't about more, it's about less. The most shocking realization was that financial freedom isn't about chasing bigger paychecks, it's about needing less. The more you scale down your life and prioritize what truly matters, the less you rely on active income to live comfortably. I've always thought I needed more to feel successful, but this book taught me that wealth is about simplicity. The less you need, the more you gain. 5. It's not about the big break, it's about consistent action. We've all heard the stories about someone making a fortune with one big idea, but the reality is far different. Consistency is what builds wealth, not luck. It's about showing up day after day, building systems, making small adjustments, and being okay with slow progress. The idea of the big break was something I had to let go of. It's the steady, consistent work that pays off, even if you can't see it right away. 6. Mastering patience is the true test of financial strength. One of the most powerful realizations I had after reading this book is how patience plays a pivotal role in achieving financial freedom. We live in an era where instant gratification is expected, and yet passive income doesn't work that way. It's not about a quick win. It's about a quiet, sustained commitment to long-term goals. This shifts how you view effort. The book has taught me that true strength lies in resisting the impulse to rush and instead embracing a slower, steadier pace. It's in those moments when you can stay calm, knowing that success is quietly stacking behind the scenes, even when you can't see it. It's a practice of trust, not just in your investments, but in the process itself. The real power lies in automation, not control. The book has reshaped my understanding of control. In the past, I believed that to succeed, you had to micromanage everything. But Marcus Adam Lee introduces the idea that real power doesn't come from tight control. It comes from allowing automation to do the heavy lifting for you. At first, this idea felt counterintuitive. But when you realize that true freedom is about letting systems operate without your constant interference, a door opens. Automation doesn't just save time, it frees you mentally. It removes the need to be always on, always doing. This lesson didn't just change my workflow, it changed the way I view productivity itself. You don't have to control everything to succeed. Sometimes, stepping back is the only way to truly move forward. 8. Your network is the bridge to passive income. The importance of networking has been ingrained in me from the start, but I never truly understood its connection to passive income. Lee emphasizes that the wealth you build comes not just from the strategies you apply, but from the people you surround yourself with. They're the bridge to new opportunities, collaborations, and investments you would never have access to on your own. This isn't just about knowing people. It's about cultivating a network that challenges, supports, and inspires you. It's about finding those who are on the same journey of growth and wealth, and together creating something far greater than any of you could alone. It's a subtle shift from thinking that success is an individual pursuit to understanding that wealth, in its truest form, is communal. 9. Embrace risk, but only when you've done your homework. I used to think that passive income was a safe, surefire thing. The book taught me that while it's definitely possible to build wealth without the grind, there's a certain level of risk involved in every venture. The key isn't to avoid risk, but to approach it strategically, armed with knowledge and research. You can't afford to dive into something simply because it looks good or sounds promising. Risk needs to be calculated, not reckless. This lesson was transformative because it's not just about playing it safe. It's about being smart enough to make informed decisions. The financial freedom you seek doesn't come from avoiding risk. It comes from navigating it with confidence. 10. It's not about owning everything. It's about owning the right things. One of the more surprising lessons was the idea of not having to own everything to build wealth. In fact, owning less, but owning the right things is far more effective. This isn't just about property or assets. It's about ownership of ideas, systems, and digital assets. The truth is, owning doesn't always mean control. Sometimes it means stepping into a space where you can leverage the resources around you without needing to carry the weight of full ownership. The lesson here is that true financial freedom comes from understanding that sometimes less is more. You don't need to own every investment, but you do need to own the right ones. There's a moment when the veil is lifted, when you realize that the path to financial freedom isn't about hustling harder or earning more. It's about shifting your entire mindset, rethinking not just how you make money, but how you see your place in the world of wealth. Every insight from this book, every strategy, is an invitation to step outside the constant chase and build something that works for you. What if the key isn't about more, but about less? About understanding what truly matters and then letting everything else fall into place. Next time, we'll dive into another game-changing book, one that takes these lessons to an even deeper level. And when you reflect on the insights from this one, ask yourself, what if you're not building the life you want because you're trying to control it too much? Could stepping back and letting the systems you've put in place do the work be the real breakthrough? Leave a comment below with a symbolic phrase that resonated with you from this review, and think about who might need to hear this right now. Maybe it's time to share these lessons.